In South Africa, a few months in a classroom no longer translates into a job offer. The vocational landscape is being dismantled to make way for a structure built on actual performance. The government is actively deregistering hundreds of legacy qualifications. The goal is to eliminate the old theory-only courses that left graduates unable to perform basic technical tasks on a job site. To fix this, the Department of Higher Education and Training has handed ultimate authority to a single entity, the Quality Council for Trades and Occupations, or QCTO. If a course isn't backed by them, its value in the current job market is plummeting. This table maps out the shift. Legacy curriculum was fragmented and outdated, but the QCTO requires unified, practical readiness. By centralizing graduation through a single national exam, the QCTO creates a standardized benchmark that employers can actually trust. Continuing to rely on outdated educational pathways means spending years of time and thousands of rands on a qualification that modern industry will likely ignore. This overhaul impacts two specific groups. You're a school leaver trying to secure your first job, or you're an experienced worker who has the skills but lacks the formal certificate needed for a promotion. Both groups are currently being targeted by deceptive marketing. Bogus colleges are flooding social media with promises of quick, easy diplomas that completely ignore the new QCTO requirements. We'll break down how this QCTO pipeline works, giving you the administrative tools to audit any college and protect your money before signing anything. The core change in the QCTO system is that you can no longer graduate just by sitting in a lecture hall. This flowchart illustrates the mandatory structure: knowledge, practical skills, and workplace experience. You first learn the theory, then prove you can execute it in a simulated lab. But the critical phase is workplace experience. You cannot graduate without a placement at a functioning business. This is a significant logistical hurdle. Finding an employer to host you and sign your logbook falls squarely on your shoulders. While on the job, a registered mentor must physically sign off on every task. Without those signatures, your training isn't legally valid. While this pipeline demands more effort, it produces a day-one ready employee, the exact profile heavy industry is struggling to find. Even after completing all 3 modules and signing your logbook, there is one final catch. Completing the curriculum does not grant you the diploma. To get certified, you have to pass the ISA, the External Integrated Summative Assessment. This is a centralized national exam managed entirely by the QCTO, not your college. As this pipeline shows, your college's role is to issue a statement of results. That document is your ticket to the ISA. Today, the barrier is absolute. If you fail the national ISA, you leave with nothing, regardless of the tuition paid. This strict separation between training and testing ensures every graduate holding a QCTO certificate has met a rigorous, uncompromised national standard. Because the system is strictly regulated, navigating the registration process requires extreme caution. Every year, students lose their fees to colleges falsely claiming QCTO accreditation. They boldly print the logos on their flyers, despite having no legal standing. If you study at an unaccredited institution, the QCTO will not allow you to write the ISA exam. Your entire academic year will be permanently lost. You must demand these 3 items before handing over any money: a valid QCTO SDP number, a matching profile on the official database, and a DHET certificate. Legitimate registration involves formal documentation tied directly to national skills databases. It is never as simple as just paying cash at a front desk. Upfront skepticism is the only way to protect your financial investment and secure your right to test for the red seal. There is an entirely different route for uncertified experts, those who have spent years turning wrenches or maintaining networks, but hit a salary ceiling because they lack a formal credential. For you, the government designed the ARPL pathway, Artisan Recognition of Prior Learning. Instead of sitting through 3 years of basic theory that you already know, the ARPL route allows you to compile a formal portfolio of evidence. This lets you skip the classroom modules and jump straight to the EISA test. The trade-off is the documentation. ARPL requires meticulously verified logbooks and references from past employers, which can be logistically difficult to track down. However, for those with the experience, it is the most efficient way to translate years of raw sweat equity into a formal NQF qualification. The market for easy, theory-only diplomas in South Africa has effectively collapsed. This chart maps educational options by effort versus career impact. Unaccredited short courses sit in the bottom left, cheap but offering zero employer trust. The QCTO Red Seal occupies the top right, requiring a significant time investment and strict adherence to the three-part curriculum. The high friction involved in attaining it, the logbooks, the practicals, and the national exam, is exactly why this qualification is so highly sought after by heavy industry. If you are entering the workforce for the first time, pursue the QCTO path, but begin networking to find a workplace host from day one. If you are an experienced worker, do not enroll in a basic 3-year course. Utilize the ARPL pathway to monetize your existing skills immediately. For everyone, the priority is the same. Demand an SDP number and verify the college on the QCTO database before you spend a single rand. Holding a QCTO certificate acts as the national proof that you can handle the responsibilities of the job from the moment you are hired. While the new educational rules are demanding, embracing them is the only reliable way to build a secure and recognized career in South Africa.